Howdy guys, welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd give you guys a little quick update video. I had my teeth out, or my wisdom teeth out on Thursday. Otherwise I would have gotten a video earlier to you guys, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update video. This is going to be a video on the LS, where it's at, just kind of how things are going with it. It's not going to be a very long video. I'm just kind of updating you. It's late as shit at night. I just got off work. My face is all covered in color dust. But yeah, that's gonna be a quick update video for the LS, and then I actually might get into my first car, my baby over there. Maybe just kind of show you guys that. But yeah, anyway, so update. Transmission update for the C10 for the LS swap. I heard back from my transmission guy. Badass news. I'm getting a really good deal. I actually ended up paying $200 for a 4L80E two-wheel drive transmission, and we bought it as a core because we had no idea if it was still good or not. Anyways, we ended up taking it to a good friend of ours, transmission guy, and he's going through it, and we got a call, and basically he told us, he opened it up, everything inside looks brand new, so that's a plus. Don't have to worry about rebuilding all the clutch packs, seals, anything like that. That's all set, we're good. All the hard parts are all good. All he's kind of going to do is just go through, replace electronics and plugs and just things like that. So he saved ourselves a lot of money with that. Got a transmission for pretty much fucking cheap. Anyways, so to the LS. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video. Well, actually, here's the motor right here. It's all torn down for the most part. I don't know if I told in the last video, but the heads are finally off at the machinist. They're getting decked, and then we're going to get a valve job done for it. This is kind of where it's at now. I'm going to end up pulling this all the rest of the way apart, and we're going to drop it off at the machinist, have it honed and hot tanked. It's not too bad for how many miles are on it. This had 265,000 miles on it. And honestly, if you look into the cylinders, you can still see some of the original hone marks in the block, which is pretty surprising. It's actually really clean for what it is. I mean, yeah, it's kind of dirty in the oil pan. But yeah, this is where she's at currently. Yeah, not too much left to take apart. It's got to take apart the oil pump, timing chain, get the cam out, roll it over, unbolt all the main caps, and then pull out the crank and pistons and rods and all that. And then we're going to get those cleaned up. Going to go through, we're going to put all new bearings through it. I'm going to re-ring it. And then, yeah, then after we get this off to the machinist, then it's just hone the block, get the heads done, put the heads all back together with the new valve springs. And then, yeah, it's reassembly after that. And the transmission will hopefully be done here pretty soon. So there's that. Not too much to update you guys on. It's just kind of a slow process at this point. It's really just waiting for the machinist and getting this torn apart, and then waiting for the transmission. And then hopefully after that, we can start reassembly, start filming that, and that'll actually be more fun. So now that that's out of the way, I guess I'll show you guys my Volkswagen. I told you guys it wouldn't be just a truck on this channel. It's kind of weird, I know. I love Volkswagens. They're my die-hard car. It was my first car. Will always be my favorite car no matter what. They're just damn good cars. They're just Volkswagen Bugs, at least older 60s ones, are good for everything. Off-road, rally, daily driving, slamming, drag racing. They're just an all-around amazing car. And I just got to give this damn car some credit. I've been through a lot of shit. This thing has been there for me the entire time, and I absolutely love this car. This car will never leave me. Yeah, this is where, not really where my car love came from, but it's just really what's gotten me into the car community and just gotten me out there, and just, yeah, I love this car with all my heart. This thing's just awesome. I love it. So this is her. Call her Bess. She's a 1968 Volkswagen Bug. Bought her out of Anita, Oregon, 3 years ago now, I believe. Bought it for $1,800. It was a roller. The motor was blown up in it. Some kid went to school in Utah, I believe, or he lived in Utah and then moved to Idaho, went to school there, college there, drove it, and then on his way over here, he put a new motor in it before he left from Idaho to come to Oregon. And the motor that was in it, someone tightened the head's too tight, and it pulled the head studs and pulled the K-savers and absolutely destroyed the motor. And after that, he had it towed here the rest of the way, and it sat in his garage for years. Someone ended up backing into it in his ownership, which we did a little bit quick patch fix on that so it didn't look like hammered shit. But this car's been through a lot of phases. I'll just pop some pictures up right here so you guys can kind of see where this car has been, what it looked like when I bought it. I think I still have pictures of the original Craigslist posting. And I'll just kind of throw pictures in just so you guys can see all the different transitions this car's gone through. So yeah, that's really where the car's at right now. Well, those are all the different transitions it's gone through, but yeah, this is, like I showed you guys, this is where it's at right now. Kind of where it's been. Really wasn't planned to be like this, but it's where it's at now, and I love it. It's actually a street car now. It first started out, I was gonna daily drive it through high school. Me and my dad bought it. We ended up rebuilding the original motor that came with it, but obviously used a new case since the other one was destroyed. Built an 1835cc for it. Obviously things have changed with that. It's got a way bigger one. Ended up doing that, and then we started talking to some old Volkswagen buddies that my dad grew up with, and things kind of just started domino effect right from there. We ended up building a 2180 for it. I blew that up, and then, well, actually, I ended up not blowing that up. We don't know what happened to it. We don't know why it took a shit, but um, built a 2180, and then we went to the 2387. When we first built that, we got a bad set of rods, so that ended up not lasting very long. Built another 2387 with a lot of good parts and ramped up the compression a lot, and that's kind of where she's at now. We actually, since it's the off season for racing, we have a lot in store. We're building another spare motor. We're going to rebuild this one, obviously refresh it, do that every season. We're going to play around with compression, and then we have another spare motor with some badass heads. Those are those badass heads. Those are Autocraft 910 heads. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're kind of throwing around a combination for those heads to put for an actual race motor that wouldn't be ran on the street, but obviously for special events. We'd run that motor and then keep this one so I can still drive it on the street. So playing off of that, plans for this car. She's not rough. She's just seen a lot. I mean, she's kind of rough. Plan is I'm going to repaint it back to the factory diamond blue color. You can kind of see it in the windowsill right here. This is the factory diamond blue. It looks kind of grayish white in the video. But plan is I'm going to go through with my dad. We're going to redo all the body work on it. We're going to put fiberglass deck lid, fiberglass hood. I have a set of fiberglass rear fenders, and I'm going to start looking for fiberglass front fenders to lighten it up even more. That's the plan for that. I want to go back to the factory diamond blue. Just classy. I want a classy car. The interior stripped. It's not super race car, but I mean, it's kind of race car. It's got lightweight seats in it. All the carpet and sound deadening's gone. It's all painted. Big monster tack in the window. We got aluminum door cards. I have an aluminum dash cover that I'm going to end up putting in here so I can delete all this and just kind of make it look better. All the rear half of it's all stripped out with aluminum door cards in the rear. You can see our traction bar back there. We'll talk more about that. Yeah, so this is where it's at now. Always have the roof rack. This is street car life. We go out there and we run 12s with the roof rack on it with the belt on still. So necessary. I can't even move her right now. I'm having a whole new front beam built for it. It's pretty much sitting on the front wheels, or the fender sitting on the front wheels, so I can't really turn it or move it until I get my new beam in. Otherwise I'd film a really cool edit, but obviously it can't move out of the shop, and that's not going to happen. So yeah, actually we're building a whole new beam. It's going to be a 2-inch narrow, and then it's going to be fully adjustable. I got drop spindles. We're going to go the full 9 yards basically on the front end. We're going to do a different shock setup. We dialed in our suspension, so we really know what we're doing there now, so we don't have to worry about traction issues. We were really struggling with that last season. Yeah, we got a set of radials on there, street radials. Those are pretty badass. They're 215s, which, yeah, those are tiny. But this is really where it's all made up. We got our street muffler on there so we don't piss off all the neighbors when we start it. The motor's not out to refresh yet. This is it. It's a 2387. A lot of compression. Can't tell the information on that. There's some things I won't talk about. Got a badass set of heads, 86 millimeter crank. We got a set of IDAs on it, full MSD system, 2-step. We're about ready to, I think we're going to put line lock on it. Obviously it's a 4-speed manual. But yeah, this is her. She's got a race tranny in it. It's got a short ratio 3rd and 4th gear. It's fully posi, so it hooks up both wheels. It's not a single wheel peel. It's not no pussy mobile. Yeah, so that's really the bug. I call it Bess. But yeah, that's the bug. You guys, I'm 100% sure you guys are going to see more of this car. I hope it grows on you as much as it's grown on me. This car's been through a lot with me. I love this car. But anyways, guys, as always, keep your head up. Keep a smile on your face. Keep on moving forward. And I love you guys. Thanks for watching.